Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to do the camera review of the Oppo A57. So Oppo A57 is the latest smartphone from Oppo, which is priced 14,999, and this comes with a 13 megapixel rear camera. It has f2.2 aperture and we have an LED flash, and on the front panel it has a 16 megapixel shooter with f2.0 aperture. So the specialty of this device is the 16 megapixel selfie focus smart camera, and we already done a quick comparison with the Vivo V5 Plus in terms of the selfie experience. So in this video we'll talk about the camera UI, the camera features, and how the camera performs in various light conditions. So let's open the camera interface. So you can see here the camera interface comes with a lot of modes and features. You can see time-lapse, video, photo, beauty and panorama are included. On the top, if you click, there are lots of modes included. Normal mode, Ultra HD, various filters are included. Expert mode, which provides manual control over the photos. We have white balance, exposure, ISO, shutter speed and focusing, and that's expert mode. Then we also have other options like double exposure. It's a kind of a fun mode where you can take two pictures and overlap on one another. So that's a double exposure mode, and there's also HDR mode. You can turn it on, or there is auto HDR. And here we have some basic settings which includes type of capture, timer capture, and image size, image type, standard, rectangle or full screen. So these are the options in the front facing, the rear camera. That's a 13 megapixel rear camera. Now let's go to the front facing camera. So here we can see again almost all modes and features are included, and if you go here we have the normal mode, filters, GIF animation, double exposure is included. So here we have various options like time-lapse, video, photo, beauty and panorama. And here if you go to the filters, you can see there is an option for blurring the background. So if you click here, you can see it will blur the background, and you can also select some patterns also included. That's also available in the beauty mode as well. So the beauty mode, which includes the blur background option, is kind of okay. It's not really a perfect blurring the background like the dual cameras in the Vivo V5 Plus, but it provides a decent experience overall, and the blurring is not really perfect. Towards the edges you could see that the image is not retaining the proper clarity, but still a decent option if you're looking to blur the background. So that's the options. Now let's talk about the camera samples which you have taken with this device. Now first up, let's see the daylight shots taken with this rear camera. So the 13 megapixel rear camera produces some decent photographs in daylight conditions, and the color quality looks kind of okay, but the sharpness levels are not that great. If you zoom in, you can see that the images have a lot of noise and the sharpness levels are not very impressive. So it's kind of an average performer in daylight with the decent color quality, and is overall a decent performer. But when you compare with other smartphones in this price point like the Honor 6X or the Coolpad Cool One with dual camera, that's where the Oppo A57 does not really work out, because it's not really the best camera out there. Now looking at the macro shots, this is one area where the colors have come a bit more better than the daylight shots, and the overall clarity looks decent in macro conditions or the close-up shots. So that's where the phone works quite well. The close-up images looked pretty good overall. Now talking about the low light images, that's where again the phone fails, and you could see a lot of noise in the low light images, and the sharpness levels are pretty much low. So the low light imaging is not really a strength of this device, and it fails in the low light experience, and you could clearly see a lot of noise in the low light images. So those were the photos taken with the rear camera, and overall we would say it's not a great camera out there. It's kind of an average camera and not really the best out there, and does the job pretty well for casual shooters. But if you're looking for great camera experience, it's not the device to buy for the rear camera. Now talking about the front facing camera, so here are some of the samples which were taken with the front facing camera, and the selfies with the 16 megapixel shooter have come pretty good, and this is probably the best selfie experience for a phone in the price for below 15,000. With a lot of modes and options, definitely works pretty well. But we would have expected a slightly better color quality in the selfies. It was kind of not really vivid selfies, but the beauty mode works pretty well, and overall clarity of the photos in selfies were quite good, and probably one of the best selfie experiences in this price segment. There is also screen flash. Unlike the Vivo V5 Plus, there is no others dedicated LED flash. It's only the screen flash, which works quite well and does take a decent selfies, but low light experience with the selfies were kind of okay or strictly average, but the daylight shots with the selfie camera was quite good. Now the phone also comes with a 1080p video recording. Here's a sample which you have taken, which is again a kind of average sample, because the rear camera is not really a great performer in this price point, and we would say the video recording quality is kind of average. So the rear camera on the Oppo A57 is not really a great camera out there, but it should satisfy casual users, but not for people looking for a great rear camera. This is not the area where the Oppo A57 shines, and the front facing camera is definitely one good option if you're looking for a great selfie experience in a budget segment. The Vivo V5 Plus and Vivo V5 are better cameras, but then the pricing is higher than the Oppo A57. So for a budget pricing or less than 15k pricing, the Oppo A57 definitely produces some good selfies worth social shares, but rear camera is kind of a disappointment for a phone almost priced 15k. So that was the camera review of the Oppo A57, both the rear and the front facing camera, and hope you like this video. This phone is available for a price of 14,999, available both online as well as offline, and you can buy it from local stores. So that's all guys, thanks for watching, hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.